I'm Derek, 31, and this is one of those stories you don't plan to tell until life forces your hand. It starts quietly, like most disasters do, with a phone vibrating on a desk. By the end, everything I thought I knew about love, trust, and entitlement was burned to the ground. And all of it began on a Thursday morning at work. I was sitting in my office reviewing quarterly reports when my phone buzzed. A text from Madison. We'd been together 14 months, and lately things had been tense. She wanted rings and timelines. I wanted breathing room. The message read, I'm 8 weeks pregnant. You're going to be a father whether you like it or not, and you'll be paying child support for the next 18 years. Better start saving. I stared at the screen, reread it, then laughed once, short and sharp, because what she was claiming wasn't just unlikely, it was impossible. 2.5 years earlier, I'd survived testicular cancer, surgery, radiation, follow-up tests, zero sperm count, complete sterility. The oncologist had been blunt. This wasn't changing. I told Madison about the cancer early on, but I never told her the rest. It felt too raw, too soon. That omission came back to haunt me. I typed back, let's talk in person tonight. She replied instantly, no games. I'm keeping it and you're paying. I asked her to come over. She said she'd bring her sister as a witness. Fine. Witnesses work both ways. I left work early and went straight to my filing cabinet. Medical records, dated, stamped, undeniable. I called my friend Craig, a family lawyer, and told him the basics. His advice was simple. Record everything. Don't sign anything. At 7 sharp, Madison arrived with her sister Bethany. Madison was wearing a shirt that said, Baby Mama. They sat on my couch like they already owned the place. Madison launched into numbers, percentages of income, 18-year projections. Bethany added suggestions about alimony if Madison reduced her hours. I waited until they finished. Then I asked one question. When did we last have sex? Madison rolled her eyes and said 6 or 7 weeks ago. I nodded and slid the folder across the table. Read this. Her confidence evaporated as she scanned the pages. Confusion turned to panic. Bethany grabbed the papers and accused me of faking them. I told her to call the clinics listed. Madison's hands were shaking. She whispered that she was pregnant. I said I believed her, but the baby wasn't mine. Silence filled the room. Then Madison started crying, hard and angry. When I suggested a prenatal paternity test, she broke. Through tears, she admitted she didn't know who the father was. 2 men, maybe 3, a party, alcohol, gaps in memory. I felt calm in a way that surprised me. She'd planned to pin this on me. Bethany tried arguing that, as her boyfriend, I should still support her. I laughed and told them we were done. Madison accused me of leading her on. I accused her of attempted fraud. I asked them to leave. As she walked out, she called me cruel. I told her I refused to be scammed. 2 days later, the escalation began. Her mother showed up pounding on my door, screaming about real men stepping up. I warned her I was recording and threatened police. She promised to destroy me. That afternoon, Madison took to social media. Posts about abandonment, comments piled on. Then a GoFundMe appeared, painting me as a deadbeat monster. Craig called it extortion. The next blow hit my job. Madison had called my workplace with accusations that bordered on defamatory. HR got involved. Then texts started coming in from unknown numbers. Tyler claimed he was the father and was stepping up. I asked him to confirm he'd slept with Madison while she was with me. He did in writing. Then Vince messaged saying he might be the father too. Madison called me 17 times that night, swinging between apologies and threats, mocking my sterility, calling me defective for surviving cancer. At the HR meeting, Craig came with me. We laid out everything. The company sent Madison a cease and desist. She responded by suing me for emotional distress and claiming I'd promised her a family. Her lawyer offered to drop it for $50,000. Craig countersued for defamation and fraud. Then the internet turned on her. Someone posted Tyler's admission on the GoFundMe. Refund demands flooded in. Madison shut it down. Tyler and Vince began fighting publicly over who the real father was. Then Brandon entered the picture, dragged in by his furious girlfriend who posted screenshots of Madison begging him to claim the baby. The narrative collapsed. One night, Madison showed up drunk at my apartment with her mother, screaming that I owed her. I called the police. Madison swung at an officer and was arrested. Her mother followed. Security footage captured everything. That footage ended her lawsuit. Charges stuck. Probation. Anger management. Her lawyer quit. The judge ordered her to pay my legal fees and damages. A restraining order followed. Meanwhile, Tyler and Vince discovered Madison had been taking money from both of them. They stopped paying. She panicked and started contacting me through burner accounts, begging me to save her because I was stable, because I had a good job, because the baby deserved better. I forwarded every message to Craig. Her mother tried one last stunt at my workplace and was arrested again. 2 months later, Madison gave birth, no father named. Paternity tests came back. None of the three men were the father. There was a fourth, a married man from her gym. His wife found out. Divorce followed. Chaos multiplied. Madison ended up back at her parents' house working retail, her parents raising the baby, while she chased child support from a man who wanted nothing to do with her. Bethany publicly apologized to me. Madison cut her off. I didn't win anything from this except peace and the certainty that walking away was the only sane choice. If you were in my position, would you have handled it differently? And where do you draw the line between compassion and being exploited? Let me know in the comments, share your thoughts, and tell me what you would have done.